want to start out by thanking the Maniacs, how awesome it was to have the students back. Again, home court advantages in college basketball are real, and I think our team felt it. And so just really appreciative of them. And then even the community that came, it was nice to have the students back. As far as the game went, about what I expected. Again, ton of respect for Temple, ton of respect for what Coach Fisher has built there. Told Brett 2 days ago, I felt like this season is kind of a continuation of the season at the end that they had their run, and obviously added great player in Mashburn. And their strengths were kind of on display today. They're one of the best three-point defenses in the country. They are the best three-point defense in our league. They do a good job of taking that away. And I felt like we did a good job of kind of countering it, and had patience, got the ball close to the basket, drove the ball, got to the foul line. I wish we could have made a few more. That's been a strength of ours, but it's not always going to be that way. And I thought we closed the first half really well and started the second half. That middle eight of the game was probably the separation that we needed.
You guys played such great defense, especially in the first half when you just couldn't seem to buy a bucket there. How big was that, just the way you guys kind of established yourself?
Yeah, that's our identity. That's what we hang our hats on. That's what our guys are bought into. They know you're not going to come out and make, 50% of your threes every night. The best shooters in the world have off nights, and I thought we had some good looks, and we just kept playing and kept grinding, really settled in around the 10-minute mark defensively. I thought their speed and their foot speed took us a little while to get adjusted to early. We weren't guarding the ball well enough, keeping them out of the paint. And then as the middle part of the second half on, we did a much better job of making them score over us, playing without the foul, and giving ourselves a chance to kind of hang around until we got some shots to start going in.
Is that kind of a comforting feeling, just knowing that you've got that in your back pocket, that elite defense that can kind of keep you in a game?
Yeah, you certainly you certainly hope so. That's what we're selling. That's our identity. That's why we put that emphasis on there. Or for first halves like tonight when you go 0 for 9 from 3 and miss some bunnies around the rim. And yeah, you got to be able to keep yourself in the game and stay right there. And it's a credit to Coach Hurl and Coach Shaw, and then our players that are bought into that.
You mentioned the home crowd a little bit. Do you think this should be the norm for North Texas basketball as y'all now sit 10-0 at home this year?
Yeah, I'm not one of those guys that is ever going to kind of complain about crowds or lack thereof. I'm kind of a control what we can control. Especially over the break, you understand the students aren't in. Everybody's so busy. It's not always easy to get here. So I kind of err on the other side of just always being really appreciative of the people that actually do show up, the band, the cheerleaders. But I think this team really appreciates it and you feed off that energy, and they work so hard. And I don't even want to say they deserve it, because my wife tells me that's a bad word to use, but I feel like they've earned the support, and it makes a difference. It makes a difference. I've always said it. If it makes 2 points difference, then it makes a difference. And home courts are real things, and really thankful that the students were back, and we need them. We need a home court advantage here.
Career highs all around the board for Brennan today in points, rebounds, and blocks. Just what did you see from him offensively and defensively?
Yeah, he really settled us down, and he's a guy you can play through in a lot of different areas on the floor. He can play with his back to the basket. He can play with the ball in the middle of the floor. He's a good passer. He has a great basketball IQ. And, I told Hank and Dave on the radio interview, we've had the luxury of having some really freaky defensive players here through the years, and I've seen Thomas Bell do some really freaky stuff on a basketball floor. But that jump shot that he blocked, and not only blocked it, but then had the foot speed to go grab it and save it, was one of the best defensive plays that I've seen in a mean green uniform.
What got you guys going offensively after kind of struggling a little bit early?
You know, I thought we made some adjustments to our spacing and really just did a better job of turning down some of those initial jump shots and turned some of those down in the second half and drove it again. And that's when we were able to get fouled or make drop-offs to the basket. And, 10 made the three to kind of get us off the hook there in the second half. We didn't get a lot of three-point attempts in the second half. We did make them all. But just thought we did a little bit better job of attacking space and making simple plays at the end.
Coach, during that slow start, a lot of your points came early from Mulai. What was his kind of impact today on offense and defense?
Yeah, Mulai's been incredible, and he got himself in a little bit of foul trouble, but he's really anchored us down there. Again, he's reaping the benefit of what, unfortunately, a lot of people won't reap the benefits of anymore in college athletics, is he's been in the same program for 3 years now. And so he doesn't, it's weird. It's like a unconscious ability to think. Like you're still thinking while you're out there, but you don't have to think while you're doing it. I know it's kind of weird. There's just, he knows if I'm here and this is happening, this is called this. And he just knows it. You're still thinking, hey, like where someone else may have to, like some of our newer guys, they're still having to process the information and then try to get the coverage out of their mouth. And that's Mulai really anchors us on both ends of the floor. I mean, defensively, as much as our guards did a good job, Mashburn's 5 of 23, a lot of that was Mulai's ability to stay between him and the basket at the rim and wall up without fouling him.
Come out of this in first place. You just like where you guys are at this point in the season?
Yeah, it's still early. Like I said, this was round 6 of an 18-round fight. But, we were able to protect our home court against a quality opponent and, did it in a different manner. Really like 10 in our wins, in our conference wins, Atten had really carried us. I think he was probably averaging 22, 23 a game in our 4 wins. And so to kind of have to figure out, okay, if people are going to make this choice, we can still have these other options. And that was good to see.
Coach, you mentioned a bit of that strategy to stop and slow down Mashburn tonight. Just what do you feel like your team did well, and what was the strategy to slow him down?
Well, with great players like him, you just got to try to make them see bodies all night long. And I felt like we did a pretty good job of that. He banked one in early in the first half. And then Jasper, who's one of the smartest players I've coached, did one of the dumbest things I've also seen when he just literally stuck his hands in. But if he doesn't go to the foul line there, he only goes to the foul line 2 times. And that's what you got to do against great scorers. You got to keep them off the foul line. And I thought our team did a really good job of just staying between him and the basket and not giving them any easy ones. Thank y'all.
Hey, guys, so thoughts on tonight?
Man, the crowd was amazing. That was the first thing I could think. The crowd was amazing.
You got 5 blocks, bro. That's crazy, bro.
And we executed at a high level down the stretch. We gave up some couple of bad shots, but we ultimately stayed together. That was the biggest thing.
You had a strong performance with those 20 points. What was working for you today, offensively and defensively?
I think just being ready whenever the ball's passed out. Sometimes you can get caught off guard. And then defensively, just being in the right spot at the right moment. That's really what it was.
You had those 5 blocks. What did you see on some of those? There was one on the perimeter where you slapped it out of his hands, and then you grabbed the ball and threw it off out of bounds. Can you talk me through that play?
Yeah, I seen whenever he's on his left side, he doesn't like to go all the way to the rim, which is something that Scout said. So I kind of shaded to the left, and when he shot, I blocked it, and it didn't go out of bounds, but I seen he was moving slow. So I was like, let's hype the crowd up. Let me try and throw it off in one time.
You guys played elite defense through that game. Did that really help settle you guys into the first half?
Coming into this game, we had a game plan, and defensively, we know it wasn't gonna be easy, and we just execute the game plan, really.
Yeah, because you guys didn't have like the best offensive game in the first half.
Yeah.
Before, so did you guys' defense early on really help you settle into this game?
Definitely. Defense, our offense wasn't going early, so from the beginning we had to rely on our defense heavily, and we were able to get a couple stops early on and not let their shooters get so hot in the beginning.
You were you just feeling it today, and you only missed one shot?
Man, just gotta keep getting better every day. Really get in the gym. Really, it's not about making shots. It's really about like how can I help my team win. So whatever that is.
Speaking on the first half, guys, you guys trailed for 15 minutes and a half. Just what was the mentality there in the moment you felt the momentum kind of change for you guys?
Yeah, you were right. We were trailing, so we just, at the time, coach was honest about ramping up the defense. And then, like you said, you could feel the moment where it kind of flipped, and we were just trying to not look back from that, get some more stops.
And then I wanted to ask you guys kind of how the game kind of ended there. Some fouling, obviously. The game was a little closer, prolonged the ending of it, just the whole process for you guys.
Wait, what was it? What was it?
Oh, the fouling late game
Oh.
situation. They ended up coming a little closer than you expected.
This ain't like.
At this moment though, like late in the game, you just gotta be able to be disciplined, like rely on your principles and stuff like that. They do get us we fought like a 3-point shooter and stuff like that.
Twice.
That's not really what we do, but like it's the game. Sometimes they just get hot and then like your hands just happen to be in the wrong spot sometimes, but. You just gotta stay solid, be disciplined, and show your hands as much as you can.
And those free throws, we gotta make those. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. The
We
free
missed a
throws too,
couple
for
of
sure,
them,
for sure, for
kept
sure.
it too close.
Yeah,
and
especially on our
we'll be
home
better
gym.
next time.
Now
What
you
got you guys going offensively? What got you guys going offensively?
Really just hit the open guy, keep sharing the ball, and really trying to be. Everybody gotta be in the right spot and stuff like that. So I think that was easier. Everybody knowing what's going on.
And that one-step show, Coach called some really good plays out. They were hard hedging for a little bit. He called some really good short plays, chop plays, get open shots.
And how do y'all plan to build on this one going on Sunday against FAU?
We just gotta watch film, learn from it, really like clean up some couple mistakes and stuff like that, and really come on with the winning mindset and just win it.
And bring some more fans out.
Some more fans out.
Just to show the fans what we can do. Y'all got to come out, man.
Man.
Any extra motivation for you playing your former team?
I think if I try and usually people in those games, if you try and do the best yourself instead of making it about the team, that's usually when you do worse.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just try and focus on staying with the team and whatever the team needs, that's what I'll do.
Sure.